Welcome to the Location Hub Address Assure brief tutorial covering how to access the service, process a file, and interpret the results. Once you log on to the addressassure.dmtispatial.com, you'll be prompted with a login screen. If you don't yet have a username or password, simply click on Register Now. This will open up the user request form. Once you input all your information, a member of our sales team will contact you to determine your organization's needs and set you up with an account. Once you have received a username and password, simply use this to log in to Location Hub Address Assure. Once logged in, you'll see the welcome screen. This has a brief summary of what you can accomplish using Location Hub Address Assure, as well as a toll-free number that you can contact DMTI Spatial if you have any questions on using the service. To get started, click on Address Cleanup. You'll notice here on Address Cleanup that there's a few tips and tricks when formatting a file. Currently, the service accepts a CSV file, a pipe delimited text file, or a Microsoft Excel file versions 2007 or 2010. Before I browse out to a file, I'll show you a sample input file. As you can see in the file, I've got address, municipality, province, and postal code, all address components. There's also a few columns without address components such as phone and name. This will be important in just a moment once I browse and upload the file. Once I browse to the file, there will be two windows that pop up. The first is 5 random records selected from the current file. They contain all the columns currently within my file. The results preview actually shows the exact same 5 records as the window above. However, this is how they would be processed in their current state. Match percentage here is between 78 and 79%. We want to get this as high as we possibly can. So to do that, you'll want to select Address Builder. As I mentioned earlier, you only want to process columns with address components. So we want to remove the columns that don't have address components. These include number, name, ID, and phone. Now you notice it was simply a drag and drop, and here in the results preview, our match percentage has increased to almost 100%. Being confident with these results, I'm going to proceed to checkout. On the checkout screen, you'll notice that your remaining balance is displayed as well as the number of records that are about to be processed, but you're also allowed to select how you would like your output file to be formatted, whether it's in a single line address or a formatted address. For the purposes of this demo, we'll select formatted address. Once complete, select checkout. You'll be notified via email once the processing is complete. In the email, there will be 2 links. The first link will be to the output file, and the second link will be to the address quality report. Let's take a look at the output file. Here's the output file based on the addresses that were originally submitted. It contains the same columns initially submitted, such as address, municipality, province, and postal code. However, it's also been appended with the information from Location Hub Address Assure. This includes address line, municipality, also the score, latitude, longitude, and a unique identifier. This information can now be used within your organization. The second link will be to the address quality report. Let's take a look at that now. The address quality report is a summary of the results of your processing. The first section, address match results, shows the number of addresses that were recognized versus the number of addresses that were unrecognized. The second section, address geocoding, details the precision of the addresses that were submitted. The third, address correction results, sums up the changes made to each individual address record. In the case of our demo, street direction was changed 33 times. Lastly, address authentication is a visual display indicating the amount of supporting evidence we have as to the address's authenticity. Thank you for listening. You're now ready to clean, validate, and enrich your address data using Location Hub Address Assure. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us at info@dmtispatial.com.